Sometimes the most horrifying crimes don't happen in darkness, but in broad daylight, in the safety of our own neighborhoods. This is the story of Ang May Hong, a gentle 9-year-old girl from Kuala Lumpur who left her home one morning in 1987 and never came back. Ang May Hong was born into a simple, hardworking Chinese-Malaysian family. Her father sold bak kut teh, a traditional pork dish from a food stall near Jalan. May Hong often walked there with her older brother to help in the mornings. On April 12, 1987, just after sunrise, she and her 11-year-old brother were on their usual walk to the stall. When they reached the main road, her brother quickly crossed to buy a newspaper. That was the last moment he saw her alive. When he turned around, she was gone. Just 3 hours later, her naked body was found in a small abandoned house, less than 200 meters from where she disappeared. She had been brutally raped, strangled with wire, and tortured. A 1-meter-long wooden stick, embedded with nails, had been forced into her body. Her neck and torso were covered with bite marks. The autopsy revealed massive internal injuries and signs of forced trauma. The scene was so horrifying, even experienced officers struggled to speak. Police classified the case as murder and launched a full investigation. The house where her body was found was known as a drug addict hangout. 9 suspects were detained, including one man who frequently visited her father's stall. 3 main suspects were interrogated. One could speak Tamil fluently, another had lived near the house. But dental records from the bite marks didn't match anyone. There was no confession, no physical evidence. They were all released. To make things worse, police later received disturbing letters. An anonymous writer claimed he and others were involved in the crime, asking for money and promising to surrender. But then he said it was all a lie. Nothing more came of it. May Hong's family was devastated. Her father eventually moved his food stall, unable to bear the pain of staying in the same place. Her older brother, who had last seen her, died just a year later from liver disease. Some believe the emotional trauma may have played a role. The neighborhood was never the same. Parents stopped letting children out alone. The case haunted the area, and still does, decades later. The murder of Ang May Hong remains unsolved. There were no charges, no justice, and no peace for her loved ones. How low can a human being fall? What kind of darkness lives among us that can do such things to a child? We pray that whoever committed this act will face not just justice, but the most painful punishment that only God can deliver. Rest in peace, May Hong. You did not deserve this. You were only a little girl, walking to help your family. The world failed you. If this story moved you, please like the video and comment below. Justice for May Hong. Subscribe for more real stories that must never be forgotten.